Start off nice and slow with just a little bit of breathing. I'm going to inhale my arms all the way up here and exhale them down. Just thinking about having a long, tall spine here and inhaling my arms up. Seeing if I could get a little taller, maybe reach up a little bit more and then exhaling arms down. Now you can have fun with this. You can keep going with the very simple inhale arms up, exhale arms down, or you can play with it. So if I was having a lot of overwhelm today, I might choose to keep things very simple. If I was feeling a little bored today, maybe I want to play a little bit. So maybe to play, I just reach one arm all the way up and down, and I can alternate, still coordinating with the breath, but you get a little bit of a lateral bend when you do one side and then the other. Or I can inhale both arms up and exhale to the left. Inhale up, exhale to the right. Sorry, I'm just admitting somebody. Um, and then switch to the other side and exhale back up. And I think I got off my rhythm there, but hopefully you got the gist of it. Just coordinating breath as you do your different movements. Play with it. You can also just leave off the breath. If you don't want to care about breath today, you just want to move your arms and focus on that sensation, that is acceptable as well. So now I'm going to back up a little bit just so you can see a little bit more of me. And I'm going to inhale my arms up. And then as I'm exhaling my arms down, I'm going to squat my body down as well. Actually, I'm going to tilt you down just a little bit here. All right, so inhale up and then exhale down for a nice little squat. And we'll go back and forth here a few times, just including a little bit more of my body in this warm up. And that gives me the opportunity to check in on some more joints, some more muscle groups. I could also come all the way up on my toes as I bring my hands up overhead and get nice and low. You can squat deeper than me, go for it. Beautiful. And now, having done a few of those, just take a moment to check in with your body. You can roll out through your shoulders, through your neck. And we're just hunting for cranky parts or parts that feel surprisingly good. You could take down, we're sort of rolling through the different joints in our body right now. You could take that down a little further, doing a little bit of twisting gently through your spine, checking on your hips, seeing how they feel. This sort of hula hoop kind of motion here. Beautiful. Checking in with your knees and your ankles, the bottoms of your feet. All good to just sort of take inventory of before we start asking things of our body. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to do a nice wide squat stretch. So I'm going to sink down into a nice squat. If that's not the most comfortable position for you, you can use a chair to help you. I've got a little prep chair here, and I can still have knees wide, but not have to be supporting myself if I would prefer. So I'm just going to demo without the chair here. And once I find this nice wide squat position where my knees are tracking over my second and third toe, and my feet are pointed out here, I'm going to drop one shoulder and then the other shoulder, just going back and forth at my own pace here, settling into the stretch, enjoying the variation of the twist, but also enjoying this inner thigh stretch as well here. Beautiful. And once you've done both sides evenly, you can come on up and just check in with how that changes things for your body. Did a little inventory before, and now you can check in again. Let's just say, was that it? Was that advantageous to me? Did that feel good? Or do I want to take it back a little bit next time? Do I want to go into it deeper in the future? And that'll help you know what to do next time. So now we're going to go into our lower body a little bit more. And I'm going to alternate between squat and forward fold. So from the front, feet are wide, toes are angled out a bit, feet are angled out a bit. And I'm going down into my low squat. And then I can keep my hands on my knees, my shins, my thighs, wherever they reach comfortably. And I can just switch to a forward fold. So from the side, it'll look like squat, fold, squat, fold. Now you're going to go back and forth at your own pace. And you can always take a break. So if it starts to feel a little cranky on your body, or that isn't the right move for you, substitute with something else. But if it just starts to feel a little bit tiring, you can always take a break and then come back to it. So one more in each position. And then we're going to go for a nice wide-legged forward fold. So for this, I'm going to just hinge at my hips, feet are wide. I'm hinging at my hips. And then I'm going to walk my hands down my legs until I have a forward fold that's right for me. From here, you can sway a little bit. So rocking your weight from the left to the right. If it's comfortable for you, you can also just hang towards the ground here and allow your upper body to sway a little bit, left to right. And whenever you're ready, we're just going to come on up. And all we're going to do is we're going to switch our feet position. So our feet were wide. We're going to bring them in a little bit closer. So whatever is a comfortable, close position for your feet, they don't have to be glued together, but just keep them close just for the variety. And same deal. We're going to walk our hands down our legs, hinging at our hips. Enjoying that forward fold. Now before, with our hips, we swayed our weight side to side. This time, bend the right knee and then bend the left knee if you want a little bit of movement in here. And when you're comfortable, if you would like, you can just take your hands off of any support that you're using them for, take them off of your legs, and just hang with your upper body. Take one really deep inhale and really thorough exhale. And whenever you're ready, walk your hands up your legs and come on out of that position. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to address our hip flexors. So for this, a lunge type position is really helpful. I can do this with a big step. So left foot is forward, right foot is back. And then from here, bending knees to get into the right position. But I can also do this using a chair or even a table to get me into this position as well. So using the table, I just bring my right leg back in space a little bit. And then I focus on tucking the pelvis, just like if I had done the big step. So I'm going to demonstrate it standing, intentionally tucking my pelvis under, checking in with my hip bones, maybe adjusting so my right hip bone, the hip bone of my back leg, is driving forward a little bit more and just settling in to this position. Like many of us, I do have pretty tight hip flexors. So that's why I give them that little bit of courtesy call before I try to take it to the next level. And then if I want to settle in more, I can either bend through my front knee more, or I can reach up with my right hand and over slightly. Take a few really nice deep breaths here. Thinking about releasing a little bit more tension every time you exhale. And whenever you're ready, come back up into center. We'll do the other side next. I'm going to step my left foot back this time. I'm going to intentionally tuck through my pelvis. So like my tailbone is tucking under. And then I'm going to think about my hip bones, making sure that they're even with each other and maybe trying to drive that left hip bone, which is the hip bone of the back leg, a little bit forward in space. Settling in with another breath here. And then I'm going to sink into the position a little bit more. Checking in, making sure I don't lose that ab and glute engagement that's keeping my pelvis tucked. And then I'm going to add the arm, reaching up and over. And I'm just going to hang out and enjoy the position. If you are using a chair or table as a prop to help you, support you so you can settle into the position, just remember that is not a bad thing. That's a tailoring it to you thing, and that's a good thing. Whenever you're ready, come on out of this. And now we're going to use all of our mindfulness to pick a body part. And I don't care if it's your neck, your hands, your spine, your toes. I don't care what it is. But you're going to pick a body part. You're going to do something for yourself. So I'm going to focus on my neck because that's what my body needs today. But I really encourage you to just take these last 2 minutes to do some sort of stretch for you. So I'm going to focus on my neck, just dropping my left ear over to my left shoulder. I'm going to reach for the ground. And I'm just going to play with the ankles here, rocking my head back and forward a little bit. Making my rocks a little bit bigger as I get comfortable. And I'm going to roll over to the other side. So my right ear is close to my right shoulder. I'm just looking for tight and grumpy spots here. Don't worry, there are plenty. And then I'm going to consider the other angles with my neck, just looking over my left shoulder, or as close as I can. And then looking over the right shoulder. And going back and forth a few times. And then because my neck is my grumpy part for this day, I'm also going to find something to thank it for. So I know it has to work hard holding up my bowling ball of a head. So I'm going to thank it for doing that. That's important. A lot of times your grumpiest body part is also the one that is really working hard in one way or another. Maybe there's some movement dysfunction in there, and that's causing life to feel hard for that body part. It never hurts to say thank you to the part of you that's working really hard. So after you find your thank you for your body, you are free to go. That is our 15 minutes, and I hope you have a fabulous week. Take care, everyone.